welcome back. The Herd is coming up next right here on FS1. Let's head over, check in with Colin today. Hey, Colin, what's on the show?
Kevin Durant, a warning if you're considering going to the Knicks, listen to yourself and your own words. That's coming up.
All right, Colin, thank you. Time for our final topic of the day. Apparently, Tom Brady is hanging out in our neck of the woods. Yesterday, the GOAT posted some pics working out at UCLA. Brady tweeted, quote, morning work on the West Coast. So, Skip, what is your reaction to this?
So, Tom Brady's here to be on Jimmy Kimmel tonight, and he does own an off-season home in the exclusive Brentwood section of Los Angeles, where one LeBron James now lives. So, as long as Tom Brady is in the neighborhood, that makes LeBron James the second best athlete in Brentwood. Am I right?
No, it does not.
Yeah, the second best athlete in Brentwood. We're talking about the all-time
third, because I live in Brentwood.
Oh,
third. Why you talking?
Yeah. Shannon, don't you love this, that Tom Brady is so dedicated? He calls up UCLA and says, could you get 3 of your kids to come out, UCLA Bruin receivers, and I'll throw to them, and then I'll take a picture with them? And what got me about the picture is Brady looks like the youngest one in the picture with the 3 kids.
No, he does not.
He looks really young.
Not the youngest.
He could have called me up. I got a couple of flat routes, send me a shallow crosser. Yeah, stick or something.
But you don't have any knees left. I don't know.
Like I said, I can't stop and change direction. I just keep going straight, Skip. Look, he's very dedicated. There's a reason why he's played and had the success is because there are really no off days for him. And I got no problem with this, Skip. I know you wanted me to beat him up. Nah, hey, that's what Tom, I was like that. No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
You realize Tom Brady had a house in Brentwood long before LeBron ever thought about living in Brentwood.
You know what, Skip?
Huh?
He started the trend.
He's from Cali.
Yeah.
So I was.
Well, he's from Northern Cali.
Yeah, but he don't want to go way up there.
No.
He want to be down here in the southern area.
Yeah.
Yeah, he want a Hollywood life too while you bull jiving, writing books, and every time I see him that bed, what that bed? You got that bed, don't you?
Stop.
You got that Tom Brady bed?
That is it for us. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 9:30 Eastern. Right now, Colin tells you why Kevin Durant needs to appreciate the Warriors' run. The Herd starts now. Down 0-2 against the Warriors, but on a positive note, they're expected to have James Harden back at 100% for Game 3 in Houston on Saturday.
Shocking.
Suffered lacerated left eye in Game 2, but tests revealed there was no damage. Harden still dropped 29 points in the loss despite the injury. Shannon, what do you expect from Harden in Game 3?
A monster. A monster.
Really?
Yes. That's what I expect.
Well, that would be a first.
And I expect it to be 2-1 at the end of this ball game. That's what I expect, Skip Bayless. I demand that from James Harden. I do not believe the issue will be, I don't believe the eye, will be an issue moving forward. I do believe it affected him for a period of time in the game the other night. Cleared it up, put some little Visine in it. I use
Visine?
I use Nafcon 8. That's that good stuff.
Really?
Got the redness out. You saw him started hitting them step backs on him. Now
that come from Germany or somewhere?
Yeah, what kind of eye drop is
this? That's good stuff.
Germany.
Stop. Skip. I tell you stuff in confidence.
I don't even know what that
You're
is.
on TV. It's not.
No,
That's like black market.
No, but I tell you stuff in confidentiality. And then you come out and...
you just said it on TV.
Yeah.
No. And we haven't seen that, even in the Utah series. We haven't seen that 36, that 38, that 40-point outburst that we know he's capable of. It seems to not going to have you do is that get into the lane and dish the ball. Because they're trying to collapse on him. But James Harden is a one ISO player, and, you know, he'll get a lot of assists once he gets there. Like, I ain't got nothing else. Here, Capella, you take it and dunk it home. But he needs to have a monster game. He will have a monster game. And come Monday, when we come in here, I'm going to be sitting back just like this here. We're going to start the show and be sitting just like this here. Might go get me a pair of Harden Adidas.
Really?
Yep, I just might.
If somebody will give them to you, but you won't buy them.
I'll buy them.
Yeah.
You will.
You got to hook up somewhere.
I'm going to get me a beard, too. I forgot to find me, go to one of these costume shops and get me a beard.
Yeah.
We don't need to see that.
I'm going to get me a James Harden beard.
I don't know if that would work.
Jenny, do you understand the irony of what he just said? I was the one who went out on the limb and said the Rockets are going to dethrone the Warriors. And their golden opportunity was game 1. And I believe they got robbed. And I believe they were basically mentally defeated when they stepped on the floor in game 2, and they played like it because they were beaten wire to wire by a superior Golden State team on that night. And I think it left them shell-shocked, and Kevin Durant has taken it up another level, and he loves to go on the road and shut up and shut down opposing crowds. And it's going to be raucous and loud and crazy there. And I just don't know. But I hope you're right about this, because you are correct about one premise. It all depends on this man. And this man had as an extraordinary an offensive year as we've ever seen in the history of the game.
Yeah.
He invented a new shot that was virtually unstoppable. Step back, step sideways, step whatever 3 that you were either going to watch rip cleanly or you're going to have to foul.
Yep.
One way or the other, you couldn't stop it. And the reason it got so lethal is that he then perfected on top of it this year a Tony Parker Memorial floater in the lane. And if you did the sideways defense and made him go to his right, he would just say, okay, thank you, I'll go in the lane, and as I'm approaching Capella, I'll just loft it into the air and swish that from 8 feet. Well, now you just can't stop that.
You fouled me at 88% free throw.
88%, close to 90. It's just too good in the regular season. But what about now? On schedule, again, James Harden is looking mortal. He's looking closer to ordinary than he did unstoppable.
And the thing is, Skip, 29 points is nothing to sneeze at.
No, it's not.
But when he averaged 36 in the regular season and how he got that, I mean, the 60-point games, the high 50-point games, the 50-point triple-doubles, it was almost like we were coming in here almost doing something. Skip, have you ever seen anything like this before?
Nope.
Skip, I've never seen anything like this here. Not with
After
the
a
ease.
while, it was hard to talk about it on TV because what more can you say?
Exactly.
How great was it, Shannon? It was really great. How great was it, Skip? It was really, really, really great.
But
okay.
Harden
How about you, Jenny?
Really great.
Really, really great.
But he's in trouble, Skip. He can ill afford to go out without a fight because he's starting to look a lot like Russ. Great regular seasons, and to come playoff time, for whatever reason, we don't see that same level.
But Russ has never been the shooting force that James the scoring force.
Well,
right?
he did, Skip. He averaged that first year triple-double. He averaged like 32, led the league in scoring.
Yeah, but it just feels different. It feels like it's on another level of shot making.
He wasn't getting those 60-point games like James. He wasn't getting that 58. I mean, he'd have a 50-point game, a 40-point game, but James Harden, Skip, he had like what, 30, 31, 32 games of 30 plus or more points. We had never seen anything like that since Wilt.
Okay. So, what have we seen right on cue from James Harden from year to year in the playoffs? Let's go back quickly and hit the lowlights. 2015, the closeout game at Golden State. He shoots 2 of 11 from the field, 0 for 3 from 3, and he had a record playoff 12 turnovers in that game. It was just horrendous.
That's the one he bounced off his foot at the end?
Yes, he did. And then the all-time low point for James was a couple of years ago against my Spurs, closeout game at Houston, game 6, and he scores 10 points. He goes 2 of 11 from the field, 2 for 9 from 3, with 6 turnovers. It's just a disappearing act. 10 total points in that game. And guess what? The Spurs played without number 2 and without Tony Parker and won that game by 39 points at Houston. That's just shameful for James Harden, and he was right in the middle of that.
Yes.
Then what happened last year in games 6 and 7? Because obviously they had Golden State on the ropes. And then Game 5, Chris Paul pulls his hamstring, and we know the rest of the story because now the onus and responsibility is all heaped on the shoulders of that number 13, right?
Yep.
And what did he do in Game 6 and 7? And obviously 7 was on his home floor. He lost by 29 in Game 6 and 9 in Game 7. He was a combined minus 32, which was the worst on the floor in those 2 games. And he shot 6 for 25 from 3 in those 2 games. Well, that's playoff James, right? That's the guy we've come
so
not
far, that's
love.
all we've seen.
Okay,
is that.
Okay, so is this a big deal to him? Yeah, it's a huge deal. And again, I didn't love it. Jenny didn't love what I was saying because Jenny wanted the poor man to be taken to the hospital. Jenny
didn't want to take to the hospital.
But
she
did.
Couldn't see.
Come on.
You couldn't see.
As he said, I could barely see. Yet we saw him make a 3 at the end of the first half and go gloating up the court. with mock eye drops in his eyes,
just
like
trying to tell
eye
everyone
drops.
he's
I got
fine.
eye drops.
Yeah. Skip, you know sometimes,
Were those your eye drops? Those good ones that you got on the black market?
we've all seen parents. If you had a parent, the kid fall, you okay? Stand. The kid might be, but you like shaking. You okay? It's okay, baby, not hurt. That's what James was saying. Trying to tell himself he's not hurt, knowing like, man, my eye.
Then the whole second half, as the game began to teeter and go out of control,
there you
he's
go.
like, I can't see. I can't see.
You make it feel like the man was a vampire.
The lights are too bright. Give me a towel. I got to dab my eyes.
You
And Tony said he
Skip,
was
you try to make it like
leaking.
he's Barnabas Jones. You remember that series?
Barnaby Jones?
No.
Huh?
Don't worry about it.
Okay,
Anyway.
all right. Yeah.
It said he went to the eye doctor
Yes,
right away.
right
He
away.
escaped cornea damage.
You-
What if his vision was affected
Skip,
forever?
you got LASIK.
Yesterday, I do have LASIK, and it's really good. I
Not
can
good at
see
these glasses.
I
I
do
see
not.
everything.
Is
can't
there
see
now
anything.
even more pressure on? I can see that.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
pretty good. You want me to read the
I
prompter
mean, I've
for
got
you?
my contacts in, thank God. So I
Okay.
think I'll
Well,
make
way to
it.
go.
Thank you.
But we need a big
Hey,
game.
they announced yesterday he is 100% okay. He looked 100% okay to me in the fourth quarter because he was
Yes.
really good in the fourth
Okay,
quarter,
well-
but it wasn't good
But
enough.
here's the thing, though, Skip. What about the end of the first, the second, and thirds?
Yeah.
Okay, he looked okay, so it took him that amount of time for the vision to correct itself.
So he just miraculously healed on the fly?
Skip, you know
the
how-
more you run, the more your eyes heal.
You know-
Okay,
you know
I
what,
get it.
Skip, you know-
That's the cure for raked eyes. Just run.
You know, hold on. Skip, you watch fighters get
Yeah.
thumbed in the
Okay.
eye.
Yeah, they do.
Does it affect them, yes or no?
Well, getting thumbed in the eye can be a lot worse.
You saw the
than
man's
raked.
eye was bleeding, Skip.
Okay, he got raked. It cut his eyelid.
Okay, so why was the actual ball of the eye? The white, the eye, whatever, the
The
iris.
cornea was fine.
Why was that red? That's what I need to know.
Okay, why was it red?
I mean, mine
he's
red
been
normally to
rubbing
that
his
dog.
eyes.
I used to normally keep that dog in there, but that's
Yeah,
why my
I know.
eyes red. But
You got those
brown.
Michael Jordan
Yeah, I got
red
a
eyes?
brown eye. I got my brown goggles on today.
Yeah.
But anyway, Skip,
Different
how about this?
reason.
Can we get a big game from Chris Paul? Can Chris Paul give us one of those old virtuosos?
You know what? It's a good question because I'm not sure I'm seeing that he's capable of that big game. I'm not sure.
You got to give us
Not
something.
seeing he's better.
You got to give us something.
How do you suddenly become us when I pick the Rockets? I don't
No.
get it.
No, I just,
get it.
we got a case of do on this one.
No, we do not have a case.
You
I'd be
talked-
betting
hold on,
against
hold on,
myself.
hold on.
I'm not going to bet against
Hold on.
my pick.
You talk to Perky like, oh, you gonna take Golden? No, but you said you're taking Golden State.
Hey, if I had to bet on it, I would bet on
Well,
Golden
you have
State.
to.
You know, I wouldn't bet on Golden State. I just bet on Kevin Durant on the road because that's. Whew.
I tell you, okay, how about this? I bet you this. I bet James Harden has more points than Kevin Durant. You know that
I'm not going to
unstoppable.
bet against Houston.
Desperate over here. He wants.
What
to
you
bet.
mean?
I'm not going to do it.
You're not picking the game. Kevin Durant, that 7-foot
You know what?
monster, the one that shot LeBron James right between his eyes in 2 game threes.
Well, we're talking about the second best player ever. That's who we're talking about.
You know what? See, I came with you.
Yeah.
I can't. You just walk. I mean, it's.
No, well, I can't bet against my pre-series pick. I'd be a fool. I don't do that. I don't waffle like you do.
I ain't waffling.
Yeah. Do I like my chances? No. But can they take a stand at home and win 2 games?
Yeah.
They're capable of it.
Yes.
I wouldn't bet a nickel on it.
Okay, I'm gonna see if
Or
you guys
drop.
can handle
Yeah, you
this
won't
one
bet
in the
the ginger
commercial
ale
break.
on it,
Maybe we'll figure this one
don't
out.
drink ginger ale.
Coming up, is there now even more pressure on Dwayne Haskins
What is this
in
about?
Washington? More